Hi, we're back for Ace Edgeworth.
Alright, everyone do your best nightly impression.
Okay. Yeah, no. There's someone who asked never to do the nightly impression again. So, we'll tone that one down, I guess. Just because it's so rare I
I
get
think I think you
comments.
should I think you should make it worse.
I don't know if I can make it that much worse. I'd have to pull out like my Wagner voice.
What do you have it like tucked away in a drawer somewhere?
Yeah, I have to go find it.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna do the Wagner. The Wagner voice was from Fire Emblem 6, and it's literally just I am the Wagner. It's not good. It's really bad. The death of the bodyguard, Ethan Rook, and the arrival of Shelley the Killer. New development in this case has come to light. Under Knightley's direction, the door to the president's plane was opened. After the paramedics attending Mr. Rook left, we set foot inside the plane one by one.
Uh I think you don't I don't know if you got your save right.
Wait a minute.
Did you wait, maybe save a state before you load a state just in case.
Here we go.
This is
Right,
where
right.
you were.
Why didn't I just make a save? Weird. All right, whatever. Here we are.
I think it's cuz you didn't I think it's cuz we were on the screen. I don't think you can save from the screen.
Gotcha. You definitely
Well,
can.
fucking alright. Whatever. All that matters is that
All right, so instead of doing I shot the balloon, I'll do I shot the balloon and entered the plane with Rook and the president. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president to the security room. When I came out, Rook was already on the ground. The bullet that lady fired must have hit him while we escorted the president to the plane. The shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash. That's where you belong, Edgeworth. So you're saying you don't know exactly when the victim was shot? A knight's job isn't to protect the rook. It's to protect the king.
huh?
I thought the knight's job was mostly to go in for kills.
Then well, I don't know what the knight is, but the horsey is pretty good at getting some forks. That's really like the gamer move is to go for forks with your horsey.
Right.
But that you know you can't like tunnel on your forks unless like you're below a certain rating because after a certain rating everyone will just see the fork coming.
Tell me you're a Gen Z chess player without telling me you're a Gen Z chess player.
What did I call it, a horsey instead of a knight?
So you do know what a knight is.
Yeah, I know what a knight is. Come on. What? Well, sorry. How many games of chess have you played in the last 10 years?
uh, More than you'd think. I owned a chessboard growing up. I also played a little bit with somebody in a Burger King,
Okay.
which is
I
probably
mean,
during a break. Uh,
all right.
yeah, that's about it.
I
It's been a little
played.
bit.
Um, I don't know when I made my Lee Chess account, but since I made my Lee Chess account, or actually, wait, no, all-time activity. Okay, yeah. Since November 30th, 2020, I've played 778 games.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Granted,
games. I
granted,
would get
700.
fucking super bored about chess after like 5 games.
Let's be clear. 751 of those games,
We're in the first year.
were no, they were bullet games, so they're a minute
Hmm.
on the clock.
Fair enough. What he's trying to say is that his job was to protect the president only. I guess I could do bullet chess. I could do like 100 rounds of that.
Yeah, bullet chess is really fun because you don't actually need to know strategies. You just need to like
Get
it's all
lucky.
about the clock. It's not. I mean, sometimes it's luck, but sometimes it's like doing a check that's like strategically a bad move, but it's actually a good move because your opponent is gonna have to react to being in check and like lose like 5 seconds, right?
Yeah. So if you lose the king, checkmate. That's the first rule of chess. If you let your pieces get taken right in front of you, you're not likely to win. But I did win. Look, the president's safe. Don't claim victory when the game has only just begun.
Is he threatening the president?
Are you gonna shoot the president? Bang! Oh my god, you killed the president, Edgeworth. You're a monster. Shot the balloon and ended the plane with the rook and the president. Alright. Waiting in the cabin while I led the president to the security room. So it's been a little bit, but I remember most of what was going on.
You know, I gotta say, the new Nightly voice, I'm sure it's better on the ears, but it feels kind of wrong. It feels like if they made, like, Fred from Scooby-Doo a stand-in white douchebag or something. Like,
is that what Fred sounds like?
That's what you described him as. I haven't seen the trailer or anything.
Oh, okay. No, what I'm saying is that what, like, your version of a stand-in white douchebag sounds like?
I was just making that metaphor to do a like lazy callback to what we were talking about.
Nice. Everyone go watch the new Velma premiere. They really need the support. I don't know if they can survive just on Rage Bait alone. Bullet that hit the lady the bullet that lady fired must have hit him while we escorted the president to the plane. Shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash. 2 shots have been fired. How do you know it was in the trash? I guess Edgeworth might have mentioned it.
I think it's well, isn't it weird that it has 2 shots fired then?
It is weird that it has 2 shots fired.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna press on that to see if there's anything. So the second shot wasn't part of your plan. That's right. She did that on her own. Think about it. Wasn't she desperate for a scoop?
I'm a journalist. I ain't no murderer.
Well then, who's the one who joined the plane in order to get exclusive coverage?
Bear Tramka.
It's just like you said. I orchestrated this fake assassination attempt. She was the only one supposed to aim the laser pointer. Guess it wasn't enough for her. She prepared her own gun and took aim at the president. Probably thought she wouldn't get caught as she went on and shot me too. Natalie fired the first shot, and then Miss Swift fired the second one.
In other words, Nicole also had a gun. I never thought she was the type.
Without any proof, it's just pure speculation.
Then bam, let's present some evidence.
So the problem here is that we don't know how many fucking bullets his gun has fired.
I think we've got enough health that we can just try this.
Sure.
We're a little fuzzy because it's been a while, so.
Yeah, I do think it's weird that 2 shots have been fired, which is the same model as... Yeah, I think that's weird enough. Alright. It's the first case. It's pretty easy, usually. Unless it's the third game, in which case the first case is not the first case. It's like the second case of any other game. So you shot the balloon and Miss Swift shot Rook. Is that really true? I can't see it any other way. It's like a shitty Batman voice. It's like they're doing hiring for the next Batman and they throw in like 100 other random stand-ins from the street, and I'm like number 58 out of like 100.
Wait, it's a shitty Batman voice. I don't know. That didn't sound like Ben Affleck.
Got him. Holy shit.
Got him.
The burn.
Got him. Owned.
There's like fire in my room. You lit my room on fire. Give me a minute. I have to put that out.
Ratio.
No, the gun was discovered in the trash and fired twice. Number of gunshots doesn't add up. You know, I forgot every time we press him, he fires another bullet. So, you know, we got to keep track of those, Edgeworth.
Oh, this is a really good cornered thing.
It's simple. This gun is fake evidence left behind by the real criminal. I think Johnny has a cover of this. God metal.
From the Yes Papa video? Fake evidence?
Think about it. Gay metal. However you say his name. Yeah, definitely he does. Think about it. The criminal planned this for a reason. By finding the gun, we'd assumed that the assassin was in the audience. In order to make us believe that the gun was used by the assassin. The gun needed to appear as if it had been fired twice.
I get it, because 2 shots were fired during the incident.
However, we proved that the bullet that hit the balloon did not come from this gun. Therefore, I have my doubts as to whether this gun also took Rook's life. Here it comes. You're packing some serious heat.
Did you just compliment his dick?
Thanks. Edward like turns aside, like, what do I do to that kind of response?
Edward is like, do I have? It's just like, do I have like a what do you call it when you get like an erection but nothing sexy's happening?
I don't know, like a random.
Is it? I thought there was a term for that.
Oh, there probably is. Here, let's go look it up.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a good use of our time.
Yeah.
Name for random boner, no arousal. Just a nocturnal penile tumescence.
Yeah, so
that's
like, do you think entrance is
morning
like,
wood. That's not it.
do I have a nocturnal penile tumescence? And
That's morning wood. So that's not it.
Oh, never mind. I mean, it might be Morningwood with like a U because they're mourning the death of Rook.
A persistent, prolonged erection that will not go is called priapism.
That's not it either. Never, you know, we can get back to the game.
Sure. See, we're not doing the nightly voice. We're just looking up penis terms.
Yeah, that's better.
Don't just say it. I'll prove it. The one who really shot Rook is a you. Horace Knightley, you murdered Rook.
See, if you were still doing the old voice, it would make the capture of him like more satisfying.
Yes. You finally said it. Knightley, you couldn't have. The killer wasn't the only one who took advantage of the fake assassination plot. You intended to murder Rook and claim he was a victim of the assassination. Once the president had entered the security room, the door to the plane was closed. Only the victim and Knightley would have been left in this room. And at that moment, you fired a third bullet, directly at Rook. Objection. Third bullet. Ha, only 2 gunshots are heard. The numbers don't match up. The plane's walls are soundproof. If the door was closed, the gunshot would not have been heard outside.
It's an airplane, but not a bathroom. But wasn't the president in the next room?
That's true. The president may have heard the gunshot. Mr. President, did you hear a gunshot?
Oh yeah, I did. I just thought that was normal.
I didn't hear any gunshots. But, weren't you watching this room through the security cameras? The cameras in this room aren't usually turned on. I turned on the power after I entered the security room.
So you didn't turn on the power immediately after entering the room?
No. Actually, Can
I admit something, guys? I feel really bad about it. I killed him.
What is it? He's not being clear. Mr. President, focus. This is vital.
How many White House aides have said that in the last, like, 8 years?
I mean, like, in the last, like, 50 to 100 years.
Fair. True. Please.
I was hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? But you knew the assassination was fake!
It doesn't matter. I simply hate the sound of guns.
I mean, fair enough.
He is definitely supposed to look like the Cowardly Lion, which is kind of great.
Yeah.
That terrifying sound, I just can't help it. That's another good face.
Yeah.
That's her face after she sees all the retweets on her, her selfie in front of the fucking Twin Towers. What? What's with all these reactions, guys? That's also Gumshoe's reaction. He's like, listen, okay, I think you're gonna have to delete the internet and go off the grid for a while.
That definitely ain't going in my article.
Knightley, you saw the president hiding under the bed. Why wouldn't that go in your article? That's a great article.
Yeah, that's a good way to, yeah.
Imagine, like, Donald Trump hid under his bed when he heard gunshots.
I mean, I can very easily imagine that.
And it's just a picture of his ass in the air sticking out.
He's got like one of those like claws you can use to grab things out of like crevices, but he's using it to bop the Diet Coke button.
Furthermore, you could tell if the security cameras had been turned on by looking at the monitors. In that moment, when the president wouldn't hear the gunshot or see the room, you had a chance to fire a third bullet at Rook. Knightley, did you really? You deceived me.
It was all a trick. I deceived you.
You really think I killed that moron? That's cold, Mr. President. Have a little faith in me. bodyguard who's risking his life to protect you. I want to believe you. I really do, but I just don't get it. Why are you suspecting me alone? There's still the possibility that she's the killer. This gun is not the murder weapon. The number of missing bullets makes that clear. Maybe it was one short to begin with. Ever think of that? What? Well, maybe it already fired a shot yesterday or the day before. And the second shot was fired today. The one that hit Rook. Oh, isn't that just the perfect excuse?
Keep forgetting he's here.
Possibility exists, and you can't deny that. He's right. I can't deny it completely. You need decisive evidence. Evidence so decisive that it makes my heart stop and my logic crumble. You got something like that?
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything? At this rate, Nicole will... Mr. Prosecutor, it's true, I did an awful thing for a scoop. But I never killed nobody. I could never do a thing like that. Did you hear that double negative booker?
If I could prove the murder weapon was Knightley's gun, proof it was his gun. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet to hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if the ballistic markings match my gun. If we can find the bullet that took Rook's life, we can determine which gun fired the shot from the ballistic markings. We got no evidence, and we're done talking. Hold it. What? There's a hold it sound. You don't have to actually say objection. You could have just had him say hold it, because you had the sound fine. You don't have seriously any decisive evidence, do you? Naturally. That's a big joke. Well, come on now, show us. What is this so-called evidence? The bullet that took Rook's life. That's the decisive evidence I need. This evidence, do I have it? Yes. I have the bullet. Right. Here.
Yeah, I don't know
somewhere.
why you said we'd have it.
The canary doesn't sing, just shoot it, or so the saying goes. Just as I hoped, I'm gonna blast a hole in you. Right in your chest. Oh my god, he shot Edgeworth. Listen, I always just say yes there. I mean, that's the rule of thumb. In like 90% of the cases, it's correct. I was thinking it was going to be the one in the briefcase that wasn't planted beforehand. But I don't have it. I don't have it. Okay, it's game over, man. However, it is somewhere in this room. What? The bullet that killed Rook pierced through his body. So where did the bullet go? Earlier you explained it like this. The bullet that took Rook's life pierced through his body and then hit the vest. That's right. It'd be dangerous if we hadn't learned the bulletproof vest. However, now that the fake assassination plan has come to light, we know that the bullet in the bulletproof vest was prepared earlier. So then, where did the bullet go? Interesting. Very interesting. And you have the answer? Do I have evidence that shows the location of the bullet that killed Mr. Rook?
Well, probably. Check those monitors. You can't really... What are the crime scene notes?
He pierced his body.
Looks like it's, not in the briefcase. That's the bullet from earlier.
Yeah. But what if it wasn't prepared earlier?
I mean,
it shot through his chest and then pierced into the bulletproof armor.
I feel like it's not a first caser for them to to tell you a thing and then you have to be like, no, that thing is wrong. But then again, I don't know what the hell else it is, so maybe you're right. That's like what I thought too. But then they like talked about how it's definitely not that. So I was like, on the first case, they wouldn't. But we could, try it.
Well, what do you think? Well then, Why don't you take the bullet over and show it to us? Not quite yet. It would be inconvenient to do it today. Oh, well, maybe by tomorrow a bullet will have appeared in it. Have you decided to join the Gramarine magic group?
Grimari.
The Grimari magician group. Fuck. Yeah. Alright. Where'd the bullet go?
I feel like it might be the videotapes. Like, there's that weird, like, missing monitor.
Oh, it probably went through the monitor and shattered it. That's why it's off? Or it went in the monkey?
That's what I was... that's what I was thinking, but they don't give us a zoom in on it. Okay.
In this room, there's one thing that's clearly missing. Something missing? You sure it's not your brain? I'd like you to take a look at the rack of security monitors. Seems you've noticed, Mr. President. Among these images of the plane surroundings.
-2.
Only the feed from the right side of the... I didn't say the second part. Come on. I need these pluses. It's all I live for. Only the feed from the right side.
That's its own problem, I think.
I'll give you the snake sticker. What are they? The snake award? Is that what they're called? Are they called awards?
Wait, from what?
Reddit.
Oh, like Reddit Gold?
Yeah, there's like different awards for different types. So there's like snake.
Yeah.
So you pay for those, and the person who gets them gets absolutely jack shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know how the new system works. I only remember how the original system works. How the old system worked is they only had the like gold option, and maybe they had silver, gold, and platinum, and you would pay for the coins, and then when you gave somebody an award, they'd get like some of the coins. So basically, like if you got a bunch of awards, you could give one award to somebody for free. The new system, I have no idea how it works though. It might be the same, but
it just sounds like a big fucking jerk-off contest, and
It is.
I'm very impressed that they managed to come up with such an effective system for siphoning money.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's kind of like Flipnote. Do you know how Flipnote worked?
On the DS?
Yeah, like Flipnote had Tenna, like, you could, I guess you could like posts indefinitely by just repeatedly tapping them, but you could also like buy like super likes and stuff.
What the you could buy? That was a Nintendo thing? You could buy likes?
Yeah, it was like its own social media thing. I never really used it, but I did.
Only the feed from the right side of the plane is absent. That's what's missing. A single monitor. Edgeworth, do you not know where your right is? That's clearly to the left.
No, it's showing. It's the one that would show the right side of the plane.
Gotcha. Why would they put the one that shows the right side of the plane on the left?
I think it's because that's like, it's kind of like pilot controls, like in a game, like where you turn right to go left. It's like,
I guess. Mr. President, there was originally a monitor here, wasn't there? That's right. Why is there a stuffed toy now? That must have been put there to hide the empty space where the monitor used to be. Why is the monitor missing? And where did it go?
that's really funny that the killer was just like, or the nightly was just like, oh, I'm just gonna put a bear here and hope nobody asks anything about it.
Well, someone did. He's like, that's just where the president hides his bear. Why, undoubtedly, because it was hit by the bullet. In order to make us think that the bullet really hit the bulletproof vest. It would be a problem if another bullet hole was discovered.
So then where did the monitor go?
Where? It should be hidden somewhere inside this plane. There hasn't been a chance to dispose of it outside since it got shot. Detective Gumshoe, search this plane. Roger that, sir. President Wang, you said extraterritorial laws apply to this plane. I'll allow it. There's no problem. I just want to know the truth of Rook's death. Damn it! You think this is a joke? You're always like this. Rook this, Rook that. Detective, we have his approval. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, I found it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found it, sir. Good work, Detective. Now let's extract the bullet from the monitor. If I do this here and then do that, I got it. Well, it's definitely stained with blood. I'm certain this is the bullet that killed Rook. This is the bullet that will crush your arguments. The decisive evidence that blows a hole in your logic. If the ballistic markings on this bullet do match the gun not found in the audience area, double negative, Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue. Detective, we need to examine the ballistic markings. Send the gun and the bullet to forensics. Roger, should be able to find clear markings in this bullet, sir. Yeah, could you also do it as fast as you did with the fingerprints? Only if you want it to be wrong, sir. Never mind, take your time.
I love that they just actually just sat in this room.
Now then, let's listen to the forensic report.
Reporting! First, the marvelous bullet matches the victim's blood.
So this bullet really did take Rook's life.
Also, Knightley's fingerprints were found on this gun.
Knightley's fingerprints, huh? And they probably came from where he took all our evidence. The real issue here is the ballistic markings. The markings don't match. Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion.
And the bullet's ballistic markings match this gun?
What? They match?
What? No way.
Guess I really did kill him. Bear trap. Go.
That's what I call my gun. There's no mistake. The bullet was fired from this gun.
What? That's strange. Looks like I was right after all. Naturally.
Fucking revolver onslaught.
Do you really think you had me cornered? You misread the board. The one who's been cornered is you. Just waiting for him to, like, accidentally shoot Gumshoe or something. Ballistic markings match the gun, there can be no doubt.
It's fucking music, dude.
The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the audience area. Who could have used the gun? Not me, because, you know, I was on stage. What about that lady reporting in the audience?
Holy shit, this goes, dude.
All the evidence points that young lady is the assassin who killed Rook. And there it goes. It really did go. It's gone.
No, come back.
Well, that's your move, Mr. Prosecutor. Where'd you find this gun again? And which gun fired the bullet? At least we know. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. This can't be happening. The president and I have admitted to the fake assassination plot. Now it's your turn to admit who the real criminal is.
That doesn't make Nicole the criminal.
Don't get riled up, Kay. Let him have his say first. Every time I see Kay's name, I expect there to be, like, a backwards tilde before it. Because, like, okay, but then, like, it cuts the O, so you have to put tilde.
Oh, yeah.
After he's gone, it won't be too late to begin our counterattack.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth.
I hope the rest of the characters in this are also chess pieces, so, like, in the next one we'll find, like, I don't know, fucking...
They're gonna run out after the bishops.
Yeah, then they'll start having to add, like, Gen C chess pieces, like the crutch.
Oh, well, like the Nook.
Yeah, the Nook. Lead to have taken Rook's life, and unfortunately, this is the gun that killed him.
What if he swapped the guns when he took our evidence?
Yeah.
There would be 2 shots on both, right? Like.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way to really prove that though.
Knightley, you're the one who should hold it. You proved it yourself. Don't tell me that you're going to betray your own logic. The bullet stained with the victim's blood, so it's clear it took the victim's life, and the ballistic markings match the gun we found in the trash. Nice, nice. Your face betrays your thoughts, Mr. Prosecutor. Ugh, this raid will get away. Now that you've got a firm grasp of reality, it's time to take the next step. The link between the gun and the bullet's clear, so... Do you have proof that Miss Swift fired the gun?
Whoa there, didn't the boys in blue already prove that?
But Nicole's fingerprints weren't found on the gun.
Yours were all over it, pal.
Well, that's because I was handling all the evidence earlier. That lady isn't a killer. Who else could it be? You were the one who cornered the assassin in the audience. Capiche? In fact, from every angle on the board.
All the evidence points the young lady as the assassin who killed Rook. So yeah, I do think it was swapped.
We might have to press like a bunch of shit.
Yeah. No, that's...
Didn't you say it earlier? This is decisive evidence.
Oh, it's Ty's checkerboard pattern.
No, it's Yoshi's cookie pattern.
Ah.
Well, how's it feel to have a hole blown through your reasoning?
The ballistic markings match the gun we found, so does that mean Nicole really was the shooter?
I'd like to believe otherwise. Dang, this music's really good. Hey, Ross, I think in this scene you need to press everything. Okay, that makes sense.
I actually do think so.
Well, he's got the decisive evidence on his side, sir. Indeed. How should I proceed? Miss Swift isn't the killer, then the ballistic markings should not match. Thoughts, Kay?
If the evidence is impossible, maybe we should doubt the evidence itself, right?
Doubt the evidence.
Nicole's definitely not a criminal. So if the evidence says that she's a criminal, there must be something wrong with it.
You seem awfully sure of yourself.
It's a great thief's intuition.
Intuition. Still, it's quite possible. Above all, Miss Swift doesn't seem like the type of person to tell such an elaborate lie.
Well.
In court, and the evidence and everything, and yet here I'm doubting it. Which evidence do I doubt?
The gun.
Yeah. If anything suspect here can only be the gun. The bullet was discovered just a moment ago. It couldn't have been tampered with yet. Did Knightley have a chance to tamper with the gun? We'll hand over all the evidence you've collected so far and leave this blade at once.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, be a good little boy and do as you're told.
I don't like the added little in the middle of that.
It's probably. Well, you know. I cannot resist any longer. Oh no. That's it. It could have tampered with the gun at that time.
When I was having my homosexual awakening.
There's no doubt that this gun's a real murder weapon. In that case, the owner of this gun is... Horace Knightley, right? Makes the most sense. He must have switched the guns. Without a doubt, this is Knightley's own gun.
Oh shit! Then you have to present it some. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess you could just present that here.
Yeah. Knightley, you fiend! You switched the guns! Prove it.
Book 'em, boys.
The gun that matched the ballistic markings was yours all along.
Interesting choice of move you've made there.
The switch occurred at the time you seized the evidence, when we were arguing with the president over the investigation rights. You detached the laser sight from the gun found in the audience area, and attached it to your gun. I mean, we know he's clearly fucking capable of doing that. Oh no, laundry. I'll do that in a minute.
I can listen to the music.
Then when you returned the evidence, you gave me your own gun.
Did I do that?
Did I do that? Yeah.
So what you're saying is I knew you'd want to examine the ballistic markings?
Indeed. Staying one move ahead of your opponent. Isn't that the fundamental rule of chess?
Do you think the president's just like, can you just show about chess? My best friend died.
I'm glad you feel that way, Mr. Prosecutor and Mr. President. But now I'm your best friend.
I don't want to be friends with, like, the guy who killed my other best friend.
Shut up. But you're giving me too much credit. Besides, can you prove I pulled the old switcheroo with the guns?
There are cameras, right? Maybe they're not recording.
I think they're just monitors.
So the gun happened to be the same model as mine. Pure coincidence. But take a closer look. Only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it. Check the number of bullets left in that chamber. Only 2 shots fired, see? There's no evidence I switched the guns, right?
Giving you too much credit. That hardly sounds like something you'd say.
Guess I'm just more modest than you.
I mean, that's objectively true.
Well, except from when I'm in front of a chessboard.
Well, we're not in front of a chessboard.
Well, that's too bad. Don't use that as an excuse later. I didn't lose the game. I just couldn't find enough evidence.
You're the one who should have an excuse ready. You didn't beat me at chess. You only found the evidence. Alright. So now you can listen to the music and I will go quickly. Lond.
Pog. You know, I make a lot of dumb jokes, like, when Ross goes AFK. But then, like, on the rare instance that he actually gets a comment, it's like, it's kind of a reality check. It's like, oh, I'm not talking to the void. Like, there actually is, like, a non-zero chance that another human being will hear the non sequitur that I potentially say while he's doing his laundry or getting his food or whatever. So it really makes me think about, you know, what did I say last time? Homestuck? Yeah, it's good. Homestuck.
Laundering accomplished.
You laundered money?
Yeah, isn't that epic?
Usually if you launder money, there's like a front that you know, that's what money laundering is. So like, what's your front that you're pretending to get money from?
My YouTube channel. I said the F word in the first 8 seconds and I got money anyway.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna hold up in court.
So the gun happens to be mine, the same model. Pure coincidence, but take a closer look. Only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it.
It's like a kid on the playground being like, look, mine has a laser pointer.
Check the number of bullets left in the chamber.
Like, my dad bought me a better Pokemon card than yours. Evidence that Knightley switched the guns. Does that even exist?
There's no evidence that directly proves that Knightley switched the guns. Yet, we know for a fact he did. If he didn't, there'd be no explanation for the ballistic markings. I need to carefully consider the meaning behind every piece of evidence linked to his testimony. The truth must be in there. Okay. Oh, that's actually the end of it. Okay. Pure coincidence. Or is it actually? I don't actually know if it's pure coincidence.
No, I think that's in the plan.
It doesn't literally say that in the plan.
Yeah, I think so. On page 2. Oh, no, I guess it doesn't say... I know they said it at one point. It might be on one of our evidence pieces. Check the gun. Oh, it's just gonna show you like that. Well, maybe we'll find something on the 3D. Or you can press on.
Coincidence, you say.
Or perhaps it was simply bound to happen.
It's what's it, pal?
Us bodyguards needed to use them to protect the president. And no matter how you slice it, That lady's a total amateur with guns. It was necessary for both of us to use revolvers.
A revolver? Like the one Knightley's carrying. Why would it be necessary?
Revolvers technically pack more of a punch, so I guess if someone's running at you with body armor, it's like better for it. Simpler mechanism, so it's easier to use. Something along those lines, probably. Is it? I would imagine
yeah.
like a 9mm would be like way easier.
I mean,
Although I guess like you can literally just put the bullet. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's much easier to reload, I would imagine. I haven't actually used a gun.
I mean, I just figured 9mm you just literally pull it out of the bottom and just slap new ammo in. Just
I
fucking-
mean, that's the animation video games. You have to, I'm sure it has to be lined up properly.
I guess that's true.
We gotta get the job done if you're doing this sort of thing. There's nothing better. The truth is, I thought it was pure coincidence all along. Take a closer look. Only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it.
You attach the laser pointer to the gun yourself.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Show me the evidence.
That's
You can't go around just calling people liars without proof. Didn't your daddy teach you that?
my dad's
Oh,
dead.
On that point, I've got evidence on my side.
Edward didn't even fucking respond. He's just sobbing in the corner uncontrollably. Phoenix,
Yeah.
come here. I need a hug.
basically.
Sorry, Edgeworth. I'm busy dealing with Maya shenanigans of the week. Something's been bothering me for a while now. What about the chambers of your own gun? Considering you shot yourself twice.
A woman here? Now that you mention it. I've been firing off for a while.
Okay, at least I reference it. Every time he fires, he reloads the gun. No, that's like some fucking FPS shit.
There's no way to check its status from the time of the incident.
That's it. In order to switch the guns, he would have needed to reload the bullets. Knightley is barehanded, and he has no time to put on gloves when the switch was made.
Now I think it's about time for you to resign. How about it, Mr. Prosecutor?
Okay, so the bullets in the gun, currently would have his fingerprints on it. I think that's the wrong thing to go to. I think it's like the you don't have any evidence line.
Mentally speaking.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That evidence is this. How many times do we have to present the fucking gun in a row?
Call it evidence, prosecutor. Afterward. You're trying too hard.
Certain traces are left on this gun. Traces that prove this gun belongs to you.
Show it to me. What kind of piece you got? A rook? A bishop? Better not be a pawn.
The traces Knightley left on this gun are... these are bullets.
Fingerprints.
Yeah, fingerprints.
You left your fingerprint.
You left your fingerprints on this gun. Sorry, I just wanted to do my own Batman impression. Just something I'm working on.
Fingerprints, huh? Ha! That should be expected. I handled the gun earlier when I seized your evidence. Of course, my fingerprints are on it.
But what if the fingerprints are in a place they should not be?
No, that's not possible.
Allow me to show you. There is one place where your fingerprints should not be. This piece of evidence will deal the final blow to your king. This would be the grip. I've held this grip of several guns in the past, but it's never been a very pleasant feeling. Ow.
Is that where you, like, the game, like, you didn't click on the grip.
Ow.
The game just, like, fucked up, like, the hitbox is too big or something. There we go.
Here, Detective Gumshoe, please have a look at this cylinder. At least that didn't, like, take any life.
Yeah.
2 shots were fired, sir, but where would the fingerprints be? You made the switch when you seized the evidence earlier. However, if all you did was switch the guns, you wouldn't have found out right away, or you would have been found out right away. That's because the number of bullets fired by the two guns are different. Guns found in the audience area had fired 2 shots, sir.
Then what about Mr. Knightley's gun?
He fired
Or
2
Mr. Knightley's
shots
gun.
at the balloon when he was on stage. And later, 1 shot to kill Rook. 3 shots in total, not counting the number of shots he's fired since then. And after each of those times, he would reload all the bullets. Tell us, Knightley, were you wearing gloves when doing that? Officer, in your report earlier, where were Knightley's fingerprints found on the gun?
Sir, President just found on the outside of the gun. I didn't think this was relevant to say. They were also found on the bullets as well.
You fucking idiot. Holy shit.
I get paid minimum wage, fuck you.
If all you did was handle the evidence, why would your fingerprints be on the bullets? Well, I was interested. That's... With this, it has been proven that you switched the guns. The gun which fired the bullet that took the victim's life. It belongs to you, Horace Knightley. You're the one who stole Rook's life. You are the true assassin. You are not the father. I'm... Please just, like, go fucking text Avery and just start shooting in the air. Checkmate. Okay,
blue
all right. Deleted.
I should have been made leader of me. Rook, that piece of scum. If it hadn't been for him, I would have completed control over everybody. My assassination plan, it was perfect. My plan was perfect.
Detective Gumshoe, if you please. Roger that, sir.
Edgeworth! This game isn't over yet! You hear me?
That's enough. The rest of this game will continue in the courtroom.
Damn it! Damn you!
Okay, I just want to let you finish, bud. Let's go.
Thank you, that was very nice of you.
I still have no fucking clue who those bald people are. They have not said a single fucking word. They just sort of exist.
Yeah. They're just extra bodyguards.
You have my gratitude. You exposed a murderer amongst my bodyguards, and for that, I am truly in your debt. As soon as he stepped outside the plane, he reverted back to his king-like persona.
Persona!
Now that's a -2.
I take it in stride.
Some time ago, when I proposed the fake assassination plan.
You want me and not Rook?
Rook declined, so I'm asking you, what do you say?
All right, well, let's do this. I'll come up with the perfect plan. I can even use that guy as a chess piece.
When Knightley said that, his eyes were overflowing with hatred towards Rook. Frankly, I was quite anxious about asking Knightley instead of Rook. Now that I recall those events, you probably sense the anxiety in my countenance. Yeah, I know that word. It's just, I was kind of surprised to see countenance was used here. That is what gave him the impetus for murder. Mr. President, if you had not orchestrated that fake plan, this would not have happened. That is your sin. A sin that won't disappear. He's treating the president like someone who had a party where someone drank and then like crashed into a fucking tree and died. So you're just gonna have to live with that, buddy. You gave him the beer. Yeah. You are absolutely correct. You have my sincerest apologies. I too must bear some responsibility for this. Even so, I am most grateful to you. I thank you for solving the mystery of Rook's death. I'm scheduled to stay in this country for a little longer. But if any of you ever wish to visit the Republic of Zhengfa, you will always be welcome. We have one murder every single day. Bye-bye.
Yes, so do we. Oh, Lottie, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, you're also gonna have to live with this, huh?
I'm so happy for you, Nicole.
You were set up as a suspect for the murder. Still, your involvement with the fake assassination plan remains a fact. You will have to submit a police questioning later. You should know that there's still a possibility you may be charged with some crime.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this.
I understand you want to catch a scoop, but there's a line that should not be crossed.
I hear ya. I promise to reflect on this. We did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was awesome. Prosecutor Edgeworth solves presidential assassination attempt. It's gonna be big news.
It's like the complete opposite of what actually happened.
Big news. Mr. Prosecutor, would you mind telling us how you feel about solving this case?
Almost certainly a quick change of attitude. No comment.
Oh, don't be so ornery.
The reason is because this case is not over yet. Huh? Not over? What do you mean, sir? What shows that this case is not over yet?
Probably the killer calling card.
Yeah, I mean, look at this shit.
The killer's card.
The killer still hasn't carried out his request. I mean, killing the president. I hope this doesn't turn into a larger incident.
Yeah, now the president's bodyguard list, except for those two bald guys.
Assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa. News on this incident spread across the entire country. The mass media also hounded me as I began to prepare for the trial of Horace Knightley. Everyone has seen the news, and everyone was talking about it. However, amidst the commotion, nobody noticed that the game had only just begun. I get it, because this is a video game, and this is the first case.
Wait, no, it's the end of the game, see?
Ah, shit. Boy, this game fucking sucked. No wonder they didn't release it in the States.
I mean, it's good, but
I mean, it is good, but it's like one case.
Like me, because I'm like only 5'5".
Alright, I'm gonna make a save. I'm gonna say that this is probably the end of the episode. But we can do another one if you feel like it. It's just nice to have it like
yeah,
organized.
probably like
with
a
the
bit of a
first trial.
shorter one. Maybe go to like 12:30.
That works. Alright. So that's case 1. And when we come back next time, it'll be case 2. With the imprisoned turnabout. I'm guessing Knightley's going to get fucking bit. He's just going to eat it.
It would be cool if all 4 of the, or 5, I don't know how many there are, but it'd be cool if they were all like one
Tied together.
stream of, yeah.
That's kind of how the first one was, except for the flashback.
Yeah.
Because it was just so closely intertwined within, like, the same week. But then you were also asking, like, hey, maybe this game could be, like, over the course of a couple months instead of, like, that all in 1 week.
I definitely would prefer the sort of short-term approach to something like main series where you get shit like the fucking Don Tigre case in the middle of Ace Attorney 3.
Yeah, it's nice that
that case.
It's nice when they just sort of all work together and there isn't the filler case that has nothing to do with anything.
The only good part of that chapter is you get some teasing for Godot's red color blindness, and also you meet good old what's her name?
Maggie Bird?
No. Well, yeah, I guess she does cameos. So that's nice. But I meant
Venora.
the
whatever her name is.
Venora. Yeah.
Is that her name?
No.
Okay.
That's the girl from M-Pain.
I know that's the girl from M-Pain, but it's like it begins with a V, right?
Yeah, it's like here, hold on a second. Really extending the end of the episode here.
That's right.
Let's see. It is Violetta.
Violetta, that's what it was. I honestly don't hate that case too much. It's okay. It's not like one of my favorites. The second bit before you go into the trial is a fucking nightmare, and I remember that particularly.
Mhm.
It was just annoying figuring out what series of shit you had to do in order to get stuff to work.
Yeah, the sticky locks at the end of that one.
Yeah. But I liked the chef. He was kind of funny. Very French.
That's one way to describe that. Yeah.
Also, El Tigre is just kind of a fucking hilarious concept. Because it's just Phoenix, right? But pissed off.
It's so stupid. Like, it's so actually unimmersive that like people fucking fell for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, you know, it's just another excuse to have Phoenix be a punching bag, which, you know, I'm all for.
Sure, sure.
Anyhow, we'll be back with 2.